Hello, I'm Average Joe. Welcome back to the world. Howling Crown is not yet back from his quote-unquote research. But I'm still here. So I guess that means I take care of more stuff. So despite what happened last episode, I have yet to name my dog. I couldn't think of anything good enough to name him, so he's just going to be nameless for the time being until I come up with a good name. Maybe I'll come up with one in this episode, maybe I won't. No new stuff on the blacksmith building. It actually hasn't been that long since I finished recording the last episode, so yeah. Anyways, what I wanted to do this episode was take care of the enchantment room. I had a bunch of stuff up here and ready for building like a tower to hold the bookshelves and everything. But I wanted to hold off on the enchantment room until we got enough leather to make the bookcases. We need 15 bookcases and 3 leather for each one for each of the books, which means we'd need 15 times 3, which is 45 pieces of leather, which we obviously don't have at the current moment. So what I was going to do instead was build another portal, because a lot of things might require some like quartz, like for comparators and things, and quartz is a pretty cool building block, and we can use like netherrack and nether stuff for decorations and stuff, and there's a lot of lava in there, so we can probably go and get that if we need it. And yeah, I want to make a trip to the nether. One thing I should go over before I do any of that stuff, though. In the fishing farm, I've been sitting and fishing away. I did it for a couple of hours. It is empty right now, and that is because I have actually emptied out everything into some other chests. Here's all our fish. That is all the fish we have on the map right now. There's a lot of it. And here are the fishing rods. I managed to put together an ultimate fishing rod, which has Luck of the Sea 3, Lure 3, Unbreaking 3, and Mending. So that's the one that's going to be used in the fishing farm, more than likely. In the house up here, I have commandeered this chest for all the unstackables that we get from the map. From the fishing, I should say. And we have a lot of books. One book we have, the Cursive Binding book, I'm going to seal away somewhere, because I don't want Howling Crown to get a hold of it. Mostly because I want to be the one to use it first. It's only got a one-time use, of course, but you know how things go. So we have all these other books, and I think there's only... I thought we had one that had like Cursive Vanishing on it, but apparently I'm mistaken. Yeah, I don't know... Whoop, that tree just grew. Yeah, I don't know where else it could have been, because there's just this, and yeah, there's a bow in there, but oh well. Right, so, nether portal. First thing we gotta do for this is find out where we want to build it. I'm thinking in this little dig out here that we made for... I think we dug out here to get cobblestone for the furnace. There is a hole into a cave down here, but I don't want to go down there as of this moment right now. Other places we could build it, I don't actually know... Whoop, lag spike. There's a big drop off down here. Looks like there's a cave over there. Maybe I'll... Oh, you're following? No, my dog is sitting at the house. Okay. I'm gonna explore this one cave a little bit. It's not even a cave, it's just this. Yeesh. You know, I just heard the weirdest noise just now. And that's a thing. Howling Crown was here. Howling Crown was definitely here. Sorry, I got distracted. Where was I? Right, nether portal. I want to keep it close by, so... Whoops. So that we can get back home if it's nighttime when we come out. But I don't want to have it too close because, well, it's a nether portal. Those tend to have things that come out of them and all of that. So yeah, location is something we have to worry about. Another thing we have to worry about is actually getting the obsidian, because as of right now, we don't have any. Now, like I said last time, when Howling Crown was last in the world, he was way over there in a boat. And I'm pretty sure he had our only diamond pickaxe with him. If not, then we don't have a diamond pickaxe yet, which means I am more than welcome to make one. Regardless, he's not here, and I have access to the diamonds and the sticks. So since we don't have obsidian, and we don't have diamond pickaxe with us right now, I'm gonna make one. All our diamonds are stored in here, and we need 1, 2, 3. Also, my mouse is working a lot better than it was before. I don't know what happened to fix it, but something did, and I am happy. Right, so now I have the 3 tiers above wood and gold. Stone is better than gold. Gold may have enchantability value, but it is terrible when it comes to durability. So I'm going to keep my dog up here. I don't really want him going down in the mine because we're going to be... Oh, I need... Sorry. Let me interrupt myself to say I need a bucket of water, like, really quick, because don't want to go obsidian mining without one. Right, so... Dog is staying up there because we're going down to lava level, and the last thing I need is to worry about my dog dying, not by my own hand. Not that I would kill him intentionally, but you know how that goes. Hey buddy, what you doing? I want to keep him, but at the same time we need slime balls. Right, so obsidian mining. I just need to find somewhere with lava, and I know there are plenty of spots like that because I keep walking over them. It's probably down here somewhere. There's gotta be a ravine at some point. This one or the other one? This one or the other one? Ah, who am I kidding? And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you bring torches everywhere. Right, let's get digging. Well, that took a while. I tell you, I will be glad when we finally get a beacon. Alright, so hear me out, just really quick, alright? In this little town of, well, no name at the current moment, let's say the people living here decide we should probably dig out a little mine or something to do mining, because the only other mine in this place is underneath that person's house and they're probably not going to share it. So what do? Well, they go past this person's house and they decide to start their mine in the wall of land stuff. I don't exactly know what you would call it. In the cliff face beside the house. And while they're digging, they just happen to come across a big obsidian, I was about to say square, rectangle. Actually, hold on. Sorry, that's better. A big obsidian square. So, what is the first thing a village of curious, let's stop burning that, curious villagers would do when they find something new? Well, I think the answer is pretty obvious. They would want to research it. Alright, so let's put ourselves in the shoes of those curious villagers for a minute and think, and think about what would they do if they wanted to research a giant bit of obsidian in the ground. This is unprecedented. Well, my immediate thought is that they would try and dig out around it, or at least maybe in the wall it's in, up to, say, this point maybe, and then they would probably build a room here so that it's less cavey, so that they have some space and storage. And what the heck is that noise? Hold on just a second. Sorry, keep hearing noise outside. It must be like farm equipment or something. Anyways, so they would probably make a big room to research this new strange artifact thing here. So let's do that. The first thing I want to do is probably make a better floor. What do we have for floors on the outside? Either cobblestone or brick. And you know what? Let's go with a cobblestone floor. That's going to be a bit cheaper to make. So the curious villagers put a new floor in their new research area. What next? Well, they probably don't want anything suddenly caving in on them, would they? So the next thing they would probably do is set up some pillars and a roof so that nothing comes caving in. I don't think they would do anything with the walls. Probably not. That would take too much time, and they want to spend their time researching this big obsidian square. So a roof it is. I need a crafting bench. So now the curious villagers have their roof. But they still don't have anything to study the portal, not the portal, the big obsidian ring with. So what do? Well, they build desks and chairs and books and things to store those books and everything they could possibly need to research this big obsidian ring. So furniture's next. And I say that like I know how to make Minecraft furniture. Jesus Christ. So now these curious villagers had everything they could possibly need to study this big ring of obsidian. They had books for storing all of their research notes, and even some vials for taking samples. Not that they could actually get anything off the ring, but, you know, science. Anyways, there was one last thing the villagers really wanted to put up. And villagers, they don't like being out in the dark. They don't like it at all. Monsters come around and it's scary and all that stuff. So the last thing they decided to put in was a door, so that they didn't have to worry about any monsters coming in and murdering them while they were doing the research. Because that's a realistic concern, isn't it? And then the villagers' place of research was done, and they could start their investigation of this strange relic? Is that the right word? Is relic the right word to use here? Architecture? Thing? This strange thing. But all was not well. One night, the villagers, working late, made a mistake. One of them put the book on the torch and accidentally dropped it on the obsidian ring, causing a chain reaction and opening what looked to be a portal. The villagers stepped through. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Okay. Awesome. Oh, we are exposed. That is aghast. The villager was terrified and immediately left. Oh my god, there's lava too. Okay. Take me away. Thank you. The villager, harrowed by his sudden departure, decided, holy crap, that is not a place I want to go again. The other villager, intrigued, went through and had the same experience, thankfully without a gas, fireball, or whatever. But he had a different conclusion. This villager decided, you know what, this is kinda cool. We should see exactly what's back there. So the villagers who were researching, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, decided to build a little storage area on both sides of the portal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that anytime they decided to go through and collect samples, they had plenty of space to store their findings. And that is the story of the Nether portal in this village that is not yet named. My shoulder is in my eye. This kind of hurts. It feels weird. So I didn't talk about it last time, but at the end of every episode when we finish something, I want to put a new sign, ow, on the to-do list here. So we've got the Nether portal and its room all built. So now we need something new to put on here. I haven't actually thought about it much yet, but I do think if it's not on here already, one thing we need is a tree farm, because cutting down trees is starting to get really tedious. Because you gotta wait for the saplings to fall, and it's just, I don't like it. Anyways, that's pretty much it. All the time I've got for this episode. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't like it, you know what to do, blah 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 blah. And yeah, in between episodes, I'm probably going to be building a ghast wall on the other side of the Nether portal, because I don't feel like getting it blown up and being stuck in the Nether for an extended period of time, because that's kind of annoying and dangerous. So yeah, see you next time.